for joining us this evening for this important celebration. We acknowledge and feel the pain, anger, and civil unrest in our country right now. As the James Irvine Foundation said, the protests reveal just how far we have to go to end racism in America that extinguishes opportunity, hope, and too often lives. While we very strongly considered postponing our event for the fourth time, we concluded that if not now, when? Our theme for 2020 has always been inspiring tomorrows, and in order to be here for our youth tomorrow, who depend on us, we needed to move forward today. We are committed to working harder than ever to close that opportunity gap that exists for so many of our youth. We have a vision of economic prosperity for all, especially those who are most disenfranchised. With your support this evening, we can do more to help students reach their potential and ignite opportunity and hope for students throughout Northern California. Have a wonderful evening.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Piper II, and to answer the question, how has junior achievement inspired my tomorrows, is that it has helped me to be more confident with myself and asking others for help whenever I feel uncertain. I now open up a bank account and I put more money into my savings than I spend on retail. And thanks to my experiences with junior achievement, I see the importance of entering the workforce, and I've actually been exploring an opportunity within the finance market doing life insurance, because I've learned life insurance is one of the best investments a person can make in themselves.
All right, way to go, Jonathan, and thank you so much, Christine. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jobina Fordson. I'm from ABC 7 News and will be your MC for the evening. Yes, we are back, and it is my privilege to introduce you to our first guest here, everybody. An American singer and entertainer endorsed by, get this list right here, Steph Curry, Tom Brady, Derek Jeter, yes, Tiger Woods, as well as multiple Fortune 100 companies. We're talking about our sponsors. They're included in that list, AT&T and Delta. Kelley's talent lies in his uncanny ability to incorporate and improvise these songs here that you're about to see. It is quite impressive. I heard him practicing earlier. It's all done on the spot here, and he is going to blow you away. So audience, get ready for all of this, delivering a unique experience with each performance, and it can't be replicated. All right, so get ready for this. Please welcome Kelley James.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it. I grew up in Northern California, San Francisco Bay Area. I'm in Los Angeles right now, but my heart is in Northern California always. So I know we got a bunch of you watching on YouTube. I have a second screen open up down here. I need you to utilize this chat window if you can for me. There's going to be a little delay, but I need you to give me a letter between A and G in that chat window. Anything you want right now, live on YouTube, anything in between A and G, and we're going to write this theme song right now. And then I need you to start typing whatever you want me to sing about as we get going. All right? There's no wrong answer, just between A and G, whatever you want in that chat window. And I just want to again say thank you to all the sponsors, AT&T, Genentech, EY, Delta, KPMG, Union Bank. Thank you so much for everything you do. We got B from JA NorCal. We got F from Allison. T is not between A and G, but that was a great effort. And I see C from Max. All right, there's your F chord. There's a C, and there's a B flat. All right, I see a Q in there from Hillary, but that is not between A and G. All right, now I need you to type in whatever you want for the theme song right now. We're going to write the theme song for this gala. JA, Northern California. We got Love from Liz. I like that. Love from Ruby. All right, here we go. This song's called Love. I see Hope from Pam. There we go. We got Peace. All amazing things. Keep typing whatever you want me to say. When it pops up in the chat, we'll throw it in, yeah. I'm here in LA, but I'm loving JA. Northern California is where my heart stays. Gonna do a little intro freestyle flow. This song's about love, and yes, it's about hope. Peace, we need more of that in our world so we can give the future to these boys and girls. It's now more important than ever. You know, we are inspiring tomorrows, and let's go. I'm talking about literacy, JA forever, yeah, you're achieving in dreams. Unity for Catherine, I see you and that's true. Hope ×3 for all of you. HOP now, well, if you feel me. Hillary talking about the future, yes, they can achieve. Give them opportunity, yes, they need to learn. The dreams are real and you know the desire burns. Talking about peace, I'm talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about justice. Yes, well, you all know, no need to get political right now. You see, we've got going on in every single community. It's all about love that can solve everything, and equality is what we need. So let's bring opportunity right here today, and that's what they do. A J.A. And inspiring is what you all need. We talking about diversity. Yeah, I see you, Javid. Education, that is the path. Equity, oh hell yeah. Motivate, persevere, yes, for all of you. Innovate, cause we need that much, and you know it's true. Now I just want to say this one for me, talking about the love in this community. J.A., you're creating possibilities, and everybody looking at this screen, every dollar that you donate contributes to the mission that we're on right now. We got people wishing that they could get out of situations, but they can't with the tools that they have right now. But with you, they can, and that's true. And everything you do, every dollar matters, and all the hours that you do, donate to the right cause. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. The lives that you touch are amazing in every single way. What can I say? We're doing it right now for J.A. NorCal vibe, that's where my mind's at. Even though SoCal is right where I live at, in my house right now, throwing it down for you. So thanks for supporting. Shout out to the whole crew. Opportunity, J.A. all days. I see that little pun, Ruby, J.A. Kelley James. Yeah, we could flip it just like that. Shout out to the volunteers for always bringing it back to the place, and that is the heart. So love, hope, and peace, that's where it all starts. So thank you again for coming out here today. Everybody write something in the chat room if you love J.A. There we go. All right, I'm going to introduce a wonderful friend of J.A.'s. He's incredible at his craft. Nico Novick. He's founded N2 Mixology and N2M Events. And since 2011, him and his team have inspired to create an unforgettable event experience by implementing fresh and unexpected ingredients, edgy activations, and beautiful locations. It's all about vibe. It's all from the heart. And Nico's been in unbelievable spots across this world, from the Golden Globes after party at the Beverly Hilton, South by Southwest, Sundance, Vanity Fair's Oscar party, and has been featured in LA Times, LA Weekly, Vice, Punch, Vogue, just to name a few, and has just accomplished so much. And we are very, very, very proud to bring Nico on with the Tomorrowtini. So he will be making this signature drink for tonight's gala. Get a little cocktail in you and have a good time. We have a wonderful program coming up for you, and you'll be able to find this recipe on the website soon. So without further ado, please welcome to the J.A. Gala, Nico Novick.
Hi, my name is Nico Novick, and I'm the creative director of N2 Mixology here in beautiful, sunny, quarantined Los Angeles. Now, as you get ready to tune into Junior Achievement of Northern California's Virtual Hall of Fame Gala, here's how to make its signature drink, the Tomorrowtini. Let's get to it. First, you're going to take 2 ounces of your choice of vodka. Next, we're going to take half a lemon. I like to use Meyer lemon because it's my favorite bright citrus. Do a full half. Ooh, getting everywhere. Now, for the special ingredient, we're going to do a cucumber kiwi jalapeno syrup. I made this by cold pressing the ingredients and adding equal parts cane sugar. Now we're going to add our ice and shake. Now you really want to wake this baby up. That should do it. And we grab our glass. Use a little fine strainer to get those little ice chips out. Ooh, yeah. It's It's a beautiful color. And last but not least, our garnish. So I'm going to put a little fresh slice of kiwi with a cherry. Slap some mint. And there you go, a Tomorrowtini.
Okay, I made my Tomorrowtini too, but I'm not going to try it on camera because I don't think it tastes as good as Nico's. But we do want to thank Nico as well as Kelley James for their amazing pre-show. Thank you so much, gentlemen. So we want to make it clear, we are so grateful to our sponsors and supporters. I mean, we really want to give a special thanks also tonight to an anonymous family foundation who is matching everybody. Listen in. All donations tonight, dollar for dollar, up to $50,000. This is huge, everyone. We can turn that $50,000 into $100,000 and then reach our $300,000 goal. So I have a couple of things here I want to make note of. We have a little list about ways that you can give your gift. So you can use text to give, and you can see those instructions. We should have them coming up on the screen shortly for you all. There we go. So that's for text to give. Also, you can donate via the JA website. I think most of you all know how to get there. So that's always an option. Or to win a silent or live auction item, you need to download the Givey app. And my friend Damon is going to join me later on in the show, and we have some nice items for you there. So definitely download that Givey app. And if you need auction help, text auction help to 50155. So those are the options there. And we are going to take a quick look at those auction items I was just telling you about. All right, so check it out, everybody. First, our experience here, it is a 6-night safari for 2 in South Africa, a bucket list trip for sure. You'll have 2 excursions a day, transfers, and all meals. But second, a chance to interact with part of the cast of Hamilton, everyone. Yes, third item is a 4 or 5 night stay in Big Sur for 9 people. If you haven't been to Big Sur, you gotta go. Definitely. Look at that Bixby house. Yes. And you could take your family hiking, fishing, whitewater rafting for a week to Sun River, Oregon. Yes, that is our next option that's going to be coming up here. Look at that. It is beautiful. I just love these items. We're going to have a lot of fun talking about this a little later on. Or our 5th item here, experience beautiful Del Mar in San Diego with 16 friends. Yes, so you have room. So bring me with you. Check it all out right now. Bidding for the live items closes at 5:50 p.m. and silent items close at 8 p.m., everyone. So for everyone who's registered for tonight's event, there will be 2 drawings tonight. Someone will win an HP laptop and someone else will win a COVID-19 relief package. And we will be talking more about that as well. So really great stuff we have going on here. But without further ado, it's time to begin with a message from Junior Achievement about inspiring tomorrows.
These are challenging times for all of us. Not long ago, we took for granted the routine of our daily lives. Life is much different for us now. We can no longer go to our favorite places, and we hope that they're still there when we're able to return. Working from home used to seem like it would be a luxury for those of us still able to work. And running to the grocery store now comes with a myriad of its own concerns. But we've discovered some good in all of this. We found that distance can bring us closer, that real heroes don't wear capes, though they may still wear masks, and that though we are all different, we are all in this together. At Junior Achievement, we are responding to this new normal by providing our programs to teachers and parents online and for free. We are doing this so that all of our children can spend more time planning for and dreaming about tomorrow, and less time worrying about today. But we do look forward to that day when we can see you again. The volunteer who shares their story with students, the teacher who welcomes us into their classroom, and the supporter who gives their time and energy to inspire and prepare our next generation. Until that day, though, we will do what's necessary by keeping our distance. Because while there's been a great deal of talk about what's critical and what isn't, we know at the end of the day, we are all essential.
Love that video. Thank you so much. And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 33rd Annual Junior Achievement of Northern California Business Hall of Fame. Again, I am Jobina Fortson, anchor at ABC 7 News in San Francisco, and your MC for the evening. So yes, that video addressed a portion of why this event was about to be delayed again. We are in the middle of a global pandemic. We are also in the middle of social and racial unrest in our country. It has been a devastating time for so many people. We all deeply feel it in our hearts, and we are all working together to create better tomorrows. That's what JA is about. You heard it in the video. We want children and students, young adults, to be thinking and dreaming about the future. And for that to happen, we want them to have a better present. So we really are in all of this together. And I think that's so critical as to why JA continued to have this event tonight. I'm happy to be here and support it. And it's also a point and nod to how JA has been able to pivot. Back in March, when the pandemic first started here in the United States, JA moved quickly and was able to do their virtual career series that I was a part of as a JA volunteer, speaking with students, one-on-one opportunities and other scenarios as well. We have this curriculum that is so important for them so that they can achieve in school and go to college and have career opportunities, learn about financial literacy. There are so many incredible things that JA does, and we are here tonight to support that and inspire those tomorrows. So our goal for tonight is to share the mission of Junior Achievement and raise $300,000 to change lives for an additional 10,000 students and inspiring tomorrows toward economic success. So I have a couple names here to listen here too. And these students are really great. I got to hear them earlier before the show got started. Rishika Vinakata, also Jonathan Piper, Claire Yang, Ricky Lamb, and also Hana Simab. These students are wonderful. And we are supporting students just like them, 90,000 other students. JA reaches every single year with an impactful series of programming that I've been able to witness. And it really just touches my heart when I think about it, because I've been able to see these students and watch them grow in just a short amount of time that I've been interacting with them. It's incredible. So we want to hear more from a famous JA alum.
Hi, my name is Rishika Vinakota, and I am a JA student. I've been a part of the organization for the past 2 years to the company program, where I have created 2 amazing companies and have even gone to compete at nationals. JA has inspired my tomorrows by giving me direction after high school. I never knew what I wanted to do in college until I joined Junior Achievement. Now, thanks to the program, I now know as an incoming senior that I'm going to be applying as a business major in marketing and management, and someday create my own company. And I have JA to thank.
I love it. Yes. So we have a jam-packed agenda for you tonight. So we're going to hop right into it. One of the biggest highlights is going to be the induction of JA's 2020 Business Laureates. Also, you'll meet more JA students and hear how JA has inspired them in their journeys. And also, Inspiring Tomorrows, our theme for tonight. And you'll also meet JA volunteers and educators of the year. Really excited to see all of this. So without further ado, it is my privilege to share the stage with the chairman and board of Junior Achievement of Northern California. Please welcome everyone, Adrian Demick, VP Field Operations West for AT&T. Hi, Adrian.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Tonight's 33rd Annual Business Hall of Fame recognizes and celebrates the power of business, the power of partnership, and the power of innovation. As the chairman of the board of directors for Junior Achievement of Northern California, we are honoring 2 exceptional business leaders who are the exact role models for today's students. They exemplify all that JA strives to teach and instill in our students. Our first honoree joined AT&T in 1991 as a senior attorney specializing in corporate litigation. Over the years, he has risen up the ranks, largely due to his passion and influence. He has the distinction of being the longest-serving president of AT&T West, overseeing a workforce of more than 50,000 employees. He is responsible for all external affairs, public policy, and philanthropic activities for AT&T West. Deeply invested in his community, he spends a great deal of time as a board member for the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art and Sutter Health, and recently served on the boards of both the California Chamber of Commerce and the Bay Area Council. Currently, he serves on Governor Newsom's task force for COVID-19, helping Californians return to work. I am delighted to present to you Ken McNeely.
I would say my secret sauce has been authenticity, that I don't waste energy being something I'm not. I bring my authentic self to work every day, and with that comes an energy and a creativity that allows me to do the things that I'm charged with doing. I think as a younger person, I felt constrained. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to be something that my peers maybe thought I should be. And that drains energy, that drains drive. I'm particularly proud of the fact that we're 60% people of color, 54% women, and we've been able to create an environment where we look and feel and share the values of the great state of California. And I think from that, it brings together an awesome creativity that really allows us to succeed at what we do and creates an environment where everyone is welcomed and everyone is willing to share their opinions and their thoughts and hard work. AT&T has had a long history of really being invested in the community. We really see that we want to be active members of the communities in which our employees live and work. And when I think back to the founding of Junior Achievement back in 1919, we actually shared a leader, and that leader was Theodore Vail, who was president and CEO of AT&T at the time and one of the founders of Junior Achievement. And at that time, the country was going through a transition from a farming society to an industrial society, and he felt the need for corporate community really being engaged in inspiring youth, and youth at that time to transition from agrarian economy to an industrial economy. When I think about Mr. Vail's vision and Junior Achievement's directive to inspire and change young people's lives, it's as relevant today as it was back in 1919 as we transition from an analog world to a digital world. It's so important for kids to be able to understand and see the opportunities that are available to them. I believe very strongly in kids being able to see themselves reflected in the world, to understand the opportunities that are out there. And I'm very proud of the fact that AT&T has been able to support Junior Achievement through volunteer efforts in the community. As we think about our role as good corporate citizens, it's important that we work together with the private sector, with community-based organizations to lift up those communities that are not sharing equally in the wealth of the community. And it's important for us to be able to lend a hand and to really be able to give back. And our employees embrace that opportunity. They welcome that opportunity. They rejoice in that opportunity to be able to give back. I personally have enjoyed being able to share some of my insights to youth that I never had a chance to experience. When I was growing up, I never knew very many corporate leaders in the community or entrepreneurs. And I see a great benefit of being active and engaged in those communities so that people and our young people can see the art of the possible. They can see themselves reflected in a world that may be unfamiliar to them, and being able to give back and to show them that maybe they too can become the next president of AT&T California.
Adrian, thank you so much for that introduction, and I really want to thank Junior Achievement for bestowing upon AT&T and me this wonderful trophy this evening, I really want to thank the hundreds of AT&T employees that spend thousands of hours in the community making a difference. Making change and giving chance a chance. It's really the tireless efforts of those individuals that really represent AT&T so well in our communities, supporting and undergirding the great work of organizations like Junior Achievement. Thank you so much for inclusion into the Hall of Fame. Thank you. May I make a toast to Junior Achievement? Thank you. Typically on this evening, I would normally be called to the stage and interviewed by a number of JA students. Unfortunately, with our virtual arrangement this evening, we're going to do this in a different way. And with that, I'm very proud to introduce Clary Yang, a graduating senior and JA alumni from Morgan Hill. Hi, Clary.
Hi, Ken. Thanks for the intro and congratulations again on your award. I'm so excited to be here tonight to ask you a few questions so we can all learn a little bit more about you. My first question is, what is one characteristic you think every leader should have?
When I think about those attributes, I really think about being a good listener and how important listening is as a leader. It's really important for us to make sure that our teams feel like they're being heard and understood, and their input is taken, ingested, and really acted upon. And so I really think that listening is one of the key characteristics of a good leader.
I completely agree with you on that one. There's been so many times during the JA company program where this has been true. Last year, we had a really good leader who was listening to everyone's suggestions when we were trying to pick a product, and we were able to innovate a lot more and get a lot more done. So yeah, I completely agree with you on that one. My next question for you is, do you have any advice for high school students or college students like me on how they should prepare for our careers in the future?
Sure, Claire, that's a very good question. And one of the things that I tell young people is that it's not unusual to not know what you really want to do and what you want to be at this stage in your career, at this stage in your education. And so I encourage you to think very generally about your education and about your focus and about your professional opportunities. Because I think as you endeavor in college and start thinking about your job opportunities in your profession, you should think very broadly and become a generalist. And then you'll get to know and expose yourself to as many different disciplines, and then you'll have a much better chance of focusing on something that you're passionate about and that you're excited about, and make for a much better employee. So start out big, think general, and narrow it down and focus.
Got it. Thank you so much for this wisdom. I'm picking classes next year, next week, so I'll keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
In a similar vein, do you have any advice for the business community of peers tonight?
Yeah, one of the things that I think that that we do well in Northern California, and we should continue to do, and that is we're not risk adverse. I think creativity really is married with risk. Because if we don't take risk, we can't create. We can't think outside the box. And that's really something that I think is a real attribute of Northern California. And I think it's something that the business community has done quite well here, embracing change, embracing risk, taking those risks and learning from them.
Speaking of risks, what do you think is the biggest risk you've taken so far?
Oh, that's a great question, Clary. When I look back on it, there were many risks that I can think about. But I started with AT&T as a corporate attorney, and I really liked the kind of work that I was doing. I was trained well to do the work. It became easy for me. It was tough to to lean into something that was different. I was asked to move over to the business side at one point, and it was different. It was unusual, but I was told by my supervisor at that time, who was my mentor, that I should really take the risk and to lean into something that was uncomfortable for me. So I leaned into that discomfort. I took a risk. I was exposed to a very wide array of different opportunities. I got exposed to different parts of the company. And I think I owe that risk taking, leaning into adverse circumstances as the reason for my rise through the company. And I think that was a real opportunity. It was a challenge it wasn't easy at the beginning, but it was well worth taking in the end.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. I guess your supervisor was right about you. So now that you've gone from like corporate lawyer all the way to like president of AT&T, how do you think AT&T makes the world a better place?
We're all in the business of connectivity and connecting people to their world, to connecting people to their families, connecting people to their friends, students, to education, to the world. And I think that it's so important that connection really starts to become the real soul of who we are, the actually bringing people together, so that people can understand differences and respect each other. And it's such a valuable opportunity for us to be able to provide that kind of infrastructure that allows for the world to communicate.
Thank you so much for making a difference for AT&T and for being a role model for me and all of us here tonight. It's been such an honor to like get to know you and talk to you. And again, congratulations on becoming a JA Hall of Fame laureate.
Well, thank you, Clara. Thank you, and for all the wonderful work that you've done. And I wish you so much success in your future. Congratulations on graduating.
Thank you. It means a lot coming from you. It is now my pleasure to welcome Kailash Karavadra, partner and US West Growth Markets Leader, EY, to present the JA 2020 Volunteer and Educator of the Year Awards.
Good afternoon, and hope you're all well and staying safe. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of Junior Achievement's Virtual Business Hall of Fame. I'm a huge fan of Junior Achievement, and on a personal note, as a refugee from Africa who did not speak English, I would not be here today had it not been for a teacher who helped me. So a warm thank you to all the teachers and educators as you are making a positive difference in people's lives. EY engages with Junior Achievement in 20+ countries where EY volunteers support the next generation through work readiness programs, teaching financial literacy, and entrepreneurship programs designed to empower students' economic success. As gold-level recipients of the U.S. Presidential Service Award for Volunteerism, EY understands the magnitude of earning a Junior Achievement Volunteer of the Year or Educator of the Year award. Junior Achievement relies on 3,500 volunteers each year to reach 90,000 students throughout Northern California and Central California. Junior Achievement's volunteers inspire students to envision a future career in STEM or being an entrepreneur and launching their own business one day. Junior Achievement volunteers bring the classroom programs alive with hands-on activities and stories about their work and life. Alumni surveys show that 30% of Junior Achievement students are inspired to follow the career path of their volunteer. Tonight's honorees include volunteers who have given many years and hours to Junior Achievement because they are passionate about Junior Achievement's mission and in improving the lives of our most vulnerable students toward career and college success. It is my great honor to introduce the lifeblood of Junior Achievement, our 2020 Volunteers of the Year. Tina Burrows, Mechanics Bank. Darla Charito, Union Bank. Roger Hancock, CSAA Insurance Group. Ben Home, One Login. Bunker Jane, parent, Carolyn Clark Elementary PTA. Divya Krishnan, Motive Investing. Chris Rake, Wells Fargo. Nikki Tran Del Eva, Bank of the West. Kristen Wilbur and Trinity Kent, Luther Burbank Savings. Nafisa Williams, Bank of America. Congratulations and thank you.
Hi, my name is Hana Mob, and in answer to the question of why JA, well, I've been involved with Junior Achievement for the past 2 years now, so I can easily tell you that it's been one of the most unique and meaningful experiences that I feel any high school student could have. It opened my eyes to the world of business, and it actually helped me find my true passion. I was able to meet and network with inspiring leaders and had incredible mentors along the way. Some of my peers and I were actually able to take the learnings that we got from our mentors and turn them into a real and successful business, which for us was Hydrope, a handle for all wide mouth bottles. Aside from the company we created, I was also able to attend multiple job shadows through Junior Achievement and actually broaden my little to no understanding of financial literacy. Beyond all the learnings that I got from Junior Achievement, I was able to build relationships with people that I know will last me a lifetime. So I wanted to thank Junior Achievement for inspiring my tomorrows.
Dear guests, it is my esteemed honor to introduce to you our next Junior Achievement Business Hall of Fame laureate honoree. She is an innovator, a trailblazer, and an insightful leader. She brings more than 25 years of experience in engineering, manufacturing, procurement, and site management to her role as Senior Vice President, Head of Global Engineering and Facilities for Roche. She is a respected mentor at Genentech, in the industry, and the local community. She serves on the board of directors for Bay Area Council, the Genentech Foundation, the International Women's Forum, and Junior Achievement of Northern California. She is a thought leader and sought-after inspirational speaker. She recently delivered the keynote address to more than 500 high school girls at Junior Achievement's annual She Leads Women in STEM Leadership event, where she brought the house down, delivering inspirational words of encouragement to girls seeking the confidence to pursue STEM careers. It's my honor and pleasure to introduce to you Carla Boragno.
I get a lot of meaning and value out of the work that I do and the ability to make a meaningful impact with the organizations and across boundaries. But what's also important for me is giving back. And the way that I give back in the workplace is through mentoring and through the informal relationships and the caring connections that I have with people. You know, I think back to when I was a child and the role that my dad had for me. I sort of look at him as my first mentor. He encouraged me to not be afraid to go into an engineering field. And when I grew up, there were hardly any women in the engineering side, but I always got that encouragement to follow my passion. And the words he used were, you know, don't be afraid to go into a man's field. I think the opportunities for companies is to really think about how are they creating an environment where women and underrepresented groups in the workplace can continue to develop themselves, where they can be exposed and given the opportunities to have meaningful impact in multiple ways, and where we can really think about eliminating unconscious bias. And I think that we have a responsibility as senior leaders to really create environments where people can bring their full selves to work. And that mentoring is critical because it actually, I think, can spark and ignite people's full potential. As a JA board member for almost 7 years, I can see firsthand the impact that mentoring has on students. The partnership that a mentor has with these students can help them connect the dots between what they learn in the classroom and how they can apply that knowledge into the real world. And it's really impressive to see how JA makes a difference in the lives of these students. Mentoring can take on, I think, so many different forms. In fact, one of the things that we have at Genentech, it's a partnership with the South San Francisco Unified School District, and it's a program called Future Lab. And one of the ways that we're able to give back is through this program and through these investments. And one of the things that I was involved with as a board member of the Genentech Foundation is actually in the design and construction of an actual science garage for these high school kids.
We bring kids from South San Francisco high schools to come here to Genentech to learn about what life is like here at Genentech.
I don't know what I thought it was going to be like, but I'm so excited I came here.
It was a really good experience. Like, I didn't think I'd take this much away.
Learning like all the different fields that there are today.
I'm more ready to go into the job field.
They really want to help people, and like I want to be able to help people the way everyone here does.
As a company, we're so proud to be able to give back to the community and really to support the schools and to support the next generation, hopefully, of scientists that will find a cure for cancer.
All right. Well, it is an honor and a pleasure to accept this award, and I would like to extend my heartfelt thank you to Junior Achievement. Over the last 7 years as a board member, it really has been awesome to support, mentor, and encourage students to learn, to challenge themselves, and really to discover and find their passions. Mentors have played such a critical role in shaping my career and pushing me to be brave and sometimes make the hard, scary choices. And so it's really an honor for me to give back in that same way and to support our next generations as they too discover, take risks, and begin their own journey. So thank you again for this honor. I'm very humbled to accept and receive it. And I was a little bit intimidated watching Nico make that Tomorrowtini. So I just thought I would have a little Tomorrow bubbly to cheer and say thank you and cheers to all the students. And similar to Ken, I now get the wonderful opportunity to have a dialogue with Clary. So I'd like to welcome Clary back.
Hi, Carla. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'd like to start by asking the first question, which is, when you were in high school, how did you know that you wanted to study chemical engineering in college?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think, you know, Ken was talking about how sometimes one doesn't know what they want to be when they grow up. And early on, I loved math. And as I mentioned in the video, you know, my dad really encouraged me to stick with math and science and go into engineering. He was an engineer as well. And I really didn't know what an engineer did, you know, at a young age until I took chemistry and met Mr. Carpenter, who was my high school chemistry teacher, and just loved chemistry. And so he said, well, gosh, Carla, why don't you think about putting chemistry and math together, and suggested I consider chemical engineering as a major. Well, it sounded good to me. And I'll share with you a funny story is that year, the American Institute of Chemical Engineers happened to be having their annual conference in San Francisco. In fact, it was at the St. Francis Hotel downtown. And so he thought it might be good for me and a few of my student colleagues to be student volunteers at this event. So I'd get a chance to understand maybe a little bit more about chemical engineering. So here it was in the late 70s, and go up to the hotel. In the conference room, there must have been, I don't know, almost 2,000 people there. And I looked around, and I don't even think I saw 10 women in this room. And I could have easily gotten intimidated and thought, gosh, I really don't want to go into this. But with the strong encouragement from Mr. Carpenter and my dad, and now who I consider very important people in my lives, they really gave me the confidence to pursue chemical engineering as a course of study.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. I feel like teachers are so influential in like what we do now. Like my entrepreneurship teacher this year, like helped me start a entrepreneurship club through the Junior Achievement Company program at my school. Like it's like helping me like, go into business. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing again. Knowing that Genentech is at the forefront of developing therapies for critical diseases, can you tell us more about your impact that you have like as a leader?
Sure, sure. And there's, two that come to mind. And I've been at Genentech a long time, 30 plus years. In fact, I started my career at Genentech right out of school, back when Genentech was just a startup back in 1986. But there's, I think, a big piece of my job right now is the team that I run. We basically design and build the manufacturing facilities around the world to make all of the medicines that Genentech develops. And so that's pretty important because we want to make sure that we're getting our medicines out to the patients who need them. And so in many ways, that is a direct way in which I feel that I'm making an impact as a leader, is being a part of the process to get these medicines made and manufactured and out to the patients that need them. The other thing that I'm involved with is this year I stepped in as the chair of the Genentech Foundation. And this is a way in which we, I feel that have an impact really on the community. And so the foundation, our vision is really to think about a world where health and prosperity are accessible to all. And we believe that one way to realize that vision is to really challenge and dismantle systemic barriers to create pathways into sustainable careers in science and medicine. And so there's many ways that the foundation gives back to students, gives back to the community. And so again, these are two ways that as a leader at Genentech, I feel that I have an opportunity to make an impact.
Oh, that's so cool. Hopefully I can try to attempt something like that in the future.
Absolutely.
Speaking of the social impact that Genentech has, I was reading about Future Lab and Science Garage before this event. So could you tell us more about that?
Sure. Well, let me start with the Future Lab program. So this is a partnership with the South San Francisco Unified High School District. And it really is a way to see how we can support the students right in our own backyard in South San Francisco. And it's a program that spans grammar school, middle school, and to high school. And at the grammar school, we have mentoring programs where these young students are brought to our campus and they're matched up with mentors who help them with their homework, have conversations with them, and they get a chance to dialogue with a scientist or with an engineer or somebody from our finance organization. And then in the middle school, we have science competitions. It's called the Helix Cup, and it's really super fun. It's for all the middle school kids, and it gives them a chance to do some hands-on science in a fun way. And then in high school, again, through partnership with the teachers and the administration, we have a biotech curriculum for students. And as was mentioned in the video, the Genentech Foundation actually donated and built a science garage. So it's literally a building, and it's a classroom where students can actually do hands-on biotech and learn in different ways. And we hope that through this opportunity of students having a chance to see what biotech is all about, it might inspire them to go on to have careers in the biotech space. So that's, again, the Future Lab program, as well as the Science Garage. And we hope that this serves as a model of how companies can partner with schools and the local community. And we hope that this is a model that others can do in other communities as well.
That is so cool. It really makes me want to move to South San Francisco to be a part of Science Garage.
The Science Garage it's pretty fun.
Besides the physical legacy of the Science Garage, what sort of legacy are you hoping to leave on everyone here?
Yeah, wow, that's a great question. When I think about the legacy that I would like to leave as a leader, my hope and what I work towards is that my actions actually inspires others to do more, to dream more, to become more, and really to have the confidence that folks can know that they can achieve their full potential and realize their dreams.
Well, you've definitely inspired me to dream big, so you got one down.
Oh, well, that's great. And I'm so excited for you as well to be going to Cal, to my alma mater. So go Bears.
Yeah.
And
thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being with me tonight and talking with me, and for empowering so many JA students like me towards career success. I'm going to turn it over to Kalish with EY for one last question.
Okay, great. Thanks, Clary.
Thank you, Clary. Great job today. You're a natural pro, and best of luck at Cal next year. Carla, Thank you, and congratulations on being such a great role model and leader in our community. It means a lot. Our audience has one final question for you. How does Genentech make the world a better place?
Yeah, thanks, Kailash. And I'll tell one fun story about Claire. Is when we were doing some practicing, she asked me what advice I had for her, and I told her not to wear red at the football games because she'll get rolled up the stadium. So, and here I am wearing my red glasses. But she's awesome and really quite an inspiration herself. So that's a great question. And at Genentech, our purpose is to do now what patients need next. And for more than 40 years, we've been doing that by delivering the promise of biotechnology. And at Genentech, we're dedicated to pursuing groundbreaking science to discover and develop medicines for people with really serious diseases across the world. And we believe that good business means helping make the world better for our patients, for our employees, and for our local communities, as I shared in some of my earlier comments. And during more than the 30 years that I've been at Genentech, I've seen a lot of change and I've seen a lot of innovation in this space. And, recently during this recent global health crisis, I've been equally impressed as we've acted so fast to amplify and extend our giving in so many different ways through this pandemic. Giving back has really been at the core of what we do. And as I mentioned, during this pandemic, Genentech stepped up our giving. And it's really to look at how we can embrace equity, engage employees, and think for the long term. So helping people, giving back, and making the world a better place is at the heart of what we do each and every day, and why I'm so proud to be a leader at Genentech.
Thank you, Carla, and congratulations again.
Thank you.
Junior Achievement's 2019 Educators of the Year was selected for their outstanding contributions to Junior Achievement's mission and delivering of Junior Achievement programming this year, and likely many prior years. They are nominated by Junior Achievement staff or your administrator due to their commitment to Junior Achievement students and inspiring youth toward economic success. These are amazing teachers dedicated to performing with excellence year in and year out. Great communicators, consummate professionals who truly understand the value of providing positive Junior Achievement business role models in the classroom. We want to say thank you, and to recognize the dedication and excellent example you have provided to Junior Achievement students by honoring you as a 2020 Junior Achievement Educator of the Year. It is a privilege to honor the following Junior Achievement Educators of the Year for 2020. Eugene Chow, Dublin High School. Angela Gigliazia, Hillard Comstock Middle School. Christina Haley, San Mateo Park Elementary School. Stephen Holdridge, Central High School. Kibi Kleiman, Pinole Valley High School. Jennifer Mead, Joshua Chadbourne Elementary School. Jesus Radio, Selma Olinda Elementary School. Nico Vilas and Jeremy Eklund, Concord High School. Catherine Wu, Gordon J. Lau Elementary School. Congratulations and thank you.
Yes, I would also like to congratulate and thank our educator and volunteer awardees. We appreciate all of the work that you do. It is absolutely incredible. Now, everyone, if you would please join me in welcoming our auctioneer for the evening, David Casutico, everybody. Woo! David, I'm clapping for you over here.
I doubt there's that much excitement, but thank you, Jobina. I am so thrilled to be with you for this very special night. Not only are we raising critical funds for JA, but I'm going to say this on the record, whoever walks away as the winner of these live auction items, folks, this is the best collection of exclusive, personal, iconic experiences that we have ever collected and offered at an auction. We've got literally a one-of-a-kind opportunity in the Bixby House. We have an amazing bucket list, life-changing trip in Africa. We have where you actually engage the cast from the greatest Broadway show, Hamilton. That's in tonight's auction. And last I checked, there weren't a lot of bids, Jobina. So I'm hoping that people are going to come to the party now and not make one of those rookie mistakes and think they're going to come at the very last minute. $550. This is shut down. In the past, I was able to do some of that, going once, going twice, 2,000, 3,000. I'm going to give it a 4,000. Somebody get five, I'm going to have to give away 6. We're not doing that tonight. $550. It's over. So, yeah, that's what I have.
All right. Well, Damon, I have my Tomorrowtini over here that I, made just so that I could enjoy all. Oh, you have yours too?
I do.
What is this? Okay, so we're ready, everyone. Raise that glass and that credit card and let's get going here. But something you need to know, you have to download the Givey app. That is critical to participate in the live and silent auction this evening. Got to make sure you have that. It's right there on your screen. If you need the information, download it now. We've watched a video about all of the auction items, and Damon, I mean, they are really incredible. I want to go, so I'm hoping whoever gets these items tonight, will follow up after this. You can take me with you.
Well, they certainly can. The Del Mar can fit 16 people. Why couldn't they squeeze you and I in there?
Yes, we're going. We're going.
Jobina, would you mind also bringing us up to speed on how much we've raised so far?
All right, well, let's check this out. If things stand correct from what I'm seeing here, over $220,000. So great news, but we have a ways to go. We need to reach that $300,000 goal. And the reason that's so important is because we are talking about 300 classrooms, everyone. That is 10,000 students, just like Kelley that we saw doing those amazing interviews earlier, just like Jonathan. We want students like them to benefit from these funds that are being raised tonight.
And not much time to do it either, Jobina. 550 is going to sneak up on us quick. The Givey app, get to it. There's plenty, like Jobina just said, there's plenty of help out there if you're struggling with how to use that and make a bid. But Bixby, there's no other way to get that. There's no other way to get that home than to bid right now. Africa, same thing. You've got to bid now. Hamilton, San Diego, and it's a full week in Sun River. If you don't love these items after you win and you go on these trips, you can have your donation back. They're all that good.
Oh, absolutely. And while these items go by, let's just talk about JA for a little bit. I mean, we heard some incredible stories throughout the program tonight. I have been so fortunate to be a JA volunteer. My first introduction to the organization was with an event they held called She Leads in Richmond. And I attended not knowing much about it at all. And I walked into that auditorium and there were hundreds of girls there at each table, hundreds, or maybe not hundreds, but pretty close to it, of mentors as well. And Damon, we were all at these tables discussing futures, education, talking about STEM, careers, all of these opportunities. And it was so awesome to just see these students light up and feel comfortable and having this kind of access as well with these mentors and these women that do such incredible things. And they're right there in front of them, having that opportunity. That's what JA does. And that's why this money is so important. And I just loved being able to see it in the flesh. And then also do it virtually as well, because we know since March, JA has flipped their programming virtually to support the needs of our students.
That's beautiful, Jobina. I was just checking. If we want a better tomorrow, we need to start investing now. And there is really, truthfully, I'm standing here in front of you in my home. I can't be more sincere and tell you there is no better way to invest in JA and take what I think everybody will agree is a much needed vacation. Get away from all of this and make a donation to JA at the same time. Now, I've just checked, and we only have 2 out of the 5 world-class opportunities bid on. So if you tuned in earlier and you thought, these are just way out of my league, all of a sudden, they're in your league. So get on the Givey app. We need your help tonight. We have the match that Jobina talked about earlier. We need to get all 50,000 of that. And we can do that. I believe, Jobina, we can do that in right here with our live auction items. I mean, I really honestly, when we looked at it earlier, I thought the Bixby house would be well over $20,000 in the bidding. It's really that exclusive of a California residence, and there's no other way to get it. We're so blessed. But we're going to need your help, everybody. You're going to have to get on the Givey app, and you're going to have to do it now. 550 is coming.
It's beautiful. And David, haven't you been to the Bixby house? Have you been by there? I think you had an experience, yes?
I wish, Jobina, I really do wish. I can tell you this. I've had to watch portions walking through my home of a TV show called Big Little Lies. And if anybody's watching and they've seen that show, they've been probably blown away of the beginning of the show where they show that bridge, and at the end of the show where they show that bridge. It is the most iconic bridge in California. And Jobina, this is just coming in right now. We have our first bid on Africa. Our first bid.
All right.
Hopefully not our last bid. So people are, thank you. This is what we want. It's a little bit different than the ballroom where Jobina and I would be describing the items, and then we'd be building the up to the last minute, and then it going once and going twice. And I promise you, nothing up my sleeves. You can see there. This is happening tonight at 5:50. 5:50 it closes. And so the worst thing you could do is wait until 5:50 and think that you're going to Skype in there. That's not the way. I'm asking you, please, if you can, I don't want anybody to go broke doing it, but if you can and you feel like you deserve something like this, make your donation right now and go as big as you can. You got to get these folks right off out of the gate, because if you're going to do that bid, it's not going to happen. I promise. 5:50, it's closed.
Yes, Damon, I just checked the time. It is 5:47. So we are inching up to that marker, everyone. And I just don't think there could be anything better than a great vacation and also supporting a wonderful organization like Junior Achievement. And then the students on top of that. It's a triple win, everybody. So just get those credit cards out and spend that money, honey. But it's all for a good cause. And that's what we want. It's great.
I can't agree more. I really can't.
Oh my goodness. And David, do we also have some winners, I believe, coming up soon? A drawing that we're going to be talking about?
Perfect time for the raffle. I have to leave the screen for a second to grab our raffle bucket.
Okay. While Damon goes and gets that raffle bucket, I will just talk. Oh, he's back already. That was quick. Okay. I thought it was going to be a little tricky.
You can see it. This is our JA raffle bucket. I have limited space on my desk. Round and round and round it goes.
Great sound effects.
And Jobina, we have our first winner for a COVID-19 kit donated from Clorox. It's filled with goodies, including a Safeway gift certificate. And that goes to Martha Gomez. Congratulations, Martha Gomez. And one more winner for an HP laptop, Alexis Pedroza. Congratulations, Alexis. You are a winner as well. Those are our 2 raffles for the evening. Before we go to any videos, quick reminder, get your bids in. You only have 1 minute. No kidding. Bid now.
This is it. This is the moment. You could go to Africa, South Africa to be specific, the Bixby house. I know we have Big Little Lies fans out there.
Bixby house is going right now. Hamilton is going right now. I think we are coming to a close.
Is that
$47.50 on Big Sur. Last chance to dance, baby.
All right, $47.50.
Well, congratulations, everybody that won. I'm really super, super happy for you. That is by far the best collection that we've had. Don't you agree, Jobina?
That was excellent. I loved all of them. I mean, Hamilton, the trips, the views, beautiful. The silent auction is still open, everyone, and that stays open until 8 p.m. So make sure that you have that Gibby app downloaded on your phone so that you can bid. Wonderful things for everyone tonight. It's awesome, Damon.
Oh, thank you, Jobina.
Yes. So you pulled those winning numbers.
This was at Cyclops Steel. They were our sponsor for our Junior Achievement Company. He took me in and I would just go to everybody and they were like $3 for the cookie tins. And you put a big smile on and you cook cookies, don't you? You need to, and for $3, I mean, how can you say no? And we did really well. To this day, I have some friends that their parents still have them. I mean, I sold them to everybody. I remember making commissions on them and the company making money, and I learned a lot. Back then, there was nothing cool about it. I mean, literally, I had to get on a bus, go downtown. My high school buddies weren't in it with me. It was just something I wanted to do. It wasn't like any of my friends were like, oh, wow, that's really, really cool. We're jealous. It was like, what the heck are you doing? But I don't know where else I could have gotten the same knowledge. One of the reasons I do Shark Tank is because so many families watch the show together and it explains to them what it's like to start and run a business and what it's like to be an entrepreneur. I really didn't have anything like that. My dad did upholstery on cars. I knew through him, I knew some entrepreneurs, and I think, he had aspirations at some point to be an entrepreneur. Junior Achievement really was the only outlet, the only place I could go where I could truly learn about business. So going to Junior Achievement, I learned everything. I learned how to incorporate. I learned about all the different roles, the president, the vice president, the treasurer, the secretary, sales and cost of goods sold and production and making products and selling them at a profit and just all these pieces. We literally ran a business. Just that whole concept of the American dream, I think, drives so many kids. Junior Achievement is a good opportunity to understand what it takes to be successful as an entrepreneur in this country.
When I met our next guest, I knew immediately he was one of a kind. He had an air about him that you just don't feel in a high school student. It was his first day in our office as a Bank of America student intern, and he was shockingly engaged. It was almost as if he knew that he was going to have the opportunity of a lifetime. So I invited him to attend our board of directors meeting in San Francisco the next day. I barely gave him the address. He showed up early. He looked amazing, as if he'd been working for a Fortune 500 company his whole young life. And I kid you not, several board members thought he was a new board member. I've been in awe of this young man ever since. And the fact that he credits JA for his success warms my heart, and it strengthens my resolve to bring economic prosperity to more youth. It is my profound honor to welcome Ricky Lamb, our JA Glenn Lyon Scholarship recipient.
As the second oldest in my family of 5, I hated to burden my parents, so I strived to become a mentor to my younger siblings. In activities like Boy Scouts and golf, I never had private lessons. I was one of the only people from a first generation and low-income family. Also, in my community, Open Chinatown, several local businesses have been shut down. My upbringing made me realize that a lack of resources and support truly impedes success. I was my own coach and my own mentor. That is until Junior Achievement came into my life. Thanks to JA, I had the opportunity to job shadow several companies and financial professionals whose success in helping to uplift hundreds of clients have truly inspired me. Another one of my most impactful JA experiences was teaching Junior Achievement's 3rd grade curriculum to 22 elementary students in San Francisco. When the students easily matched definitions to words such as deposit, withdrawal, and entrepreneur in our exit quiz, I felt proud that I'd helped them better understand finance. Before my JA experience, I was burnt out and passionless. Yes, I was in the top 0.5% of my class. Yes, I was a scout leader as well. But I had no worldly aspirations, only wanting to simply make a living for my family. However, my JA experiences networking with financial professionals and teaching financial literacy to students have helped me remember my low-income family, my underserved community, and its many struggling businesses. With JA's mentorship, inspiration, guidance, now I strive to improve the economic circumstances of not only my family, but entrepreneurs and businesses as well, through financial literacy and growth. In this way, JA's impact is exponential. It inspires tomorrows by educating youth like me to be the next generation of leaders. Career-wise, I will attend Harvard University and study economics to become a leading financial planner, hopefully with a firm like EY or any of the Big Four. This will allow me to seize my dreams of uplifting others towards financial prosperity. Again, I thank Junior Achievement for instilling in me the skills and experience that will help me reach my goals. To end, in the midst of all this distress, I would like to congratulate my class, the class of 2020. As I said in my salutatorian speech, I hope that they make the world proud in the future. As for me, I will make the world proud in the future. And of course, I will make Junior Achievement proud in the future. Thank you.
I am just incredibly blown away by Ricky's story. It just touches my heart completely. And I love the way he's so enthusiastic when he said JA. I mean, it's just is so fun, Damon. And also shout out to the class of 2020, because this is such a resilient group of students. They have taken on much more than any of us could have imagined. And for Ricky to come out on top and have this positive attitude, and just to hear the way Christine described him, it's just incredible.
Well, that's right, Jobina, and we say it and we mean it. If we want a better tomorrow for 10,000 students just like Ricky, the time to donate is now. Via the text to give, you can use your Givey app, or you can do it through the JA website. But folks, we've never needed it more than we need it right now. We have, in full transparency, we've talked about it earlier, we have a $50,000 challenge, really, more than just a match. And we're so thankful for this family. I can't tell you anything about them or use their name, but it's just such a generous gift. And I don't want to go by without just saying how sincerely grateful we are for it. And yeah. I don't want to get all choked up.
I know. I mean, there's so much to say, but also it kind of makes you speechless at the same time. You know, what this money means for all of these students is financial literacy, the ability to have a mentor, and how important those are in your adult life. I still talk with my mentors today, and seeing that Ricky was able to take that and then use it as well. Not only does he have a mentor, but he said he was mentoring his younger siblings. He was also doing those programs with other younger students and understanding how to save and use his funds. That's amazing. Now, again, our goal for tonight is to raise $300,000. Putting this all into context here, that is 300 classrooms, 10,000 students, just like Ricky, that will be impacted by the money that is raised. That JA does, and that we have all seen. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here tonight to support. But we know that this works, and we've seen, I mean, Ricky is just a perfect case of all of this. So, Damon, I think we're going to check in about what our dollar amounts mean for tonight. You want to talk to us about $5,000?
Thank you, Jobina. Absolutely, I do. And again, we're off to a great start. And before I start asking you for your donations out there, we have the wonderful Linsky family who started us off in the very early stages with a huge donation of $10,000. to help get us started. And then this just came in this morning, and I'm thrilled. I can't believe that I'm announcing it right now, but Krishna Yarlagadda, from the CEO at Hootie.ai, just donated $10,000 before we started. So we're off to a huge start. And I'm going to ask you, everybody out there, all 201 of you that are still with us, please, if you can, join them at $10,000. And it makes a huge difference. And the more you give tonight, the better you're going to feel. No, that's okay. So right now, we're going to get right into our script, $5,000. At $5,000, we had the Halsworth family, Conradi and Halsworth, donate $5,000 each. Is there anybody out there that could join them in contributing a $5,000 gift tonight to JA? And I see donors all over. I've got Steve Sprinkle. Thank you, Steve. Hugo Yashiga. Lots of donations coming in. So we have the $5,000 round from 5,000. Just to let everybody know, we're going to go all the way down anything tonight. It's a different night, but at 5,000. Jobina, do we have anybody coming in at the $5,000 level?
I do. I just got brand new in just now, Damon. Kevin Coleman. Thank you so much. $5,000 from Kevin Coleman. There we go, Damon. Adding to those numbers. $300,000 is the goal. And let's go over if we can. I mean, that would be great. It's all to support those students. Kevin Coleman, $5,000. Thank you so much.
Well, I love where your head's at. We didn't see that coming. Oh, we have a phone coming in. That's fantastic. So, let's take a look at the thermometer one more time just to see where we are before we get to the $1,000 ask.
So everyone, you should be seeing at the bottom of your screen very shortly the text to give information. This is critical as well. And also a reminder, if you have the Givey app on your phone, you can participate in the silent auction that goes until 8 p.m. tonight. So even once this program is over, you can still continue to participate in the silent auction.
So thank you, Jobina. We're at the $1,000 now, and I feel $1,000 funds a life-changing virtual JA program experience for a full classroom of students. Brings volunteers to the classroom virtually and delivers supplies to create the full JA experience. This has never been more important. And your $1,000, feel free to go anywhere between $1,000 and $5,000. That's fine. But in this $1,000 section, this is such a great donation. I know we skipped past the 25, but I had a few technical difficulties on my part. But at $1,000, I see just a bunch coming in. So I thank you. From the thermometer, the glance at the thermometer earlier, I really feel like we're going to get it, but we need as many people. If you can do $1,000, if you can do $2,500. I had Elaine Thomas, Wendy and Rick, the Stevensons. They all came in at $2,500. Now we're on the $1,000 level, and I see so many coming in. I might not be able to thank everybody, but we've got the Sprinkle family. We've got the Lombardo family, the Gentrys. This is just wonderful. Mark Hearn has just come in with $1,000.
Yes, $1,000. Thank you so much, Mark. Mark Hearn, we appreciate you. $1,000. All right, Excite Credit Union. Let's do it. $1,000.
Credit Union.
Thank you so much. $1,000.
That is such a wonderful gift. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. This is so important to JA, so important to those students, so that we can continue to inspire tomorrow's. That is our theme for tonight. And I think now more than ever, Damon, especially in the time that we're in right now, that is, I mean, that speaks to everything. It's so important.
I'm right now, I'm blown away with everybody's generosity, Jobina. This is just so phenomenal to be part of this. And I'm having a hard time keeping up, but I feel like I may have missed. Yeah, I feel like I may have missed saying that if you don't have $1,000 or you weren't able to come in at $2,500 or the $5,000 level, like the Charles Conradi family and Brad and Rhonda Hallsworth, these are all, every gift tonight is special, and we want you to feel that way. I don't want anything to be lost because I'm in my office on a camera. These are very special gifts and very special times, and these are critical to our mission at JA. So we're going to get down in a minute to 500, and then from 500 we're going to go to 200, and then from 200 I'm here to tell you, whatever you can do is being matched up to $50,000. So we're getting awfully close now, Jobina. What does your thermometer gauge say?
You know, I actually can't even see the thermometer on my screen anymore, David. So I'm relying on you for that one. I'm being fed names right now and numbers because people are coming in so quickly with their donations, which is really exciting. And I think we're really going to reach our goal.
Oh, Jobina, I'm so thrilled to say that. I have a look now, $279,819 is in right now. That's 93%. Okay, now our $500 donors are going to have to get us up over that $279,819. We need $500 donations, folks. And if you missed and you came in or you went to redo your Tomorrowtini, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to hit it at 5,000, you want to hit it at 2,500, 1,000, we can take that. Okay, the gift app, the online, everything, bring them on. But right now we move into the $500 level, and we need to get past $279,819 and on past that 300,000 goal. Can you see any names?
I am seeing something here. Our thermometer right now, $312,000. Yes!
Jobina, the $500 donors are doing it. Look at this, $312,000. Oh, goodness sakes!
This is money raised from the live auction. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that downloaded the Gibby app. This is what it's for. I'm so excited. Yes, our goal, and the program's not even over tonight. You can still continue to keep giving. Yes, Damon, back me up on this. Where can they give? Let's do it.
Yes, Jobina, please don't stop giving. As we come to the end of the program online, I thank you, everybody that's made any kind of donation. We were going to go from 500 to 200, whatever you can do. It doesn't matter if it's an odd or even number. Please, this is a beautiful night of celebration. And Jobina, thank you so much for making it such a wonderful experience. You are so fantastic to work alongside of. I hope everybody will hit that silent auction extra hard and see if we can't really break a record tonight.
Yes, again, everyone, we reached our goal and surpassed it. Damon, thank you so much for helping me and being a part of this. It was wonderful to work with you. Again, the reason we keep bringing up these numbers, 300,000, 300 classrooms, is because that is for 10,000 students that will be impacted by this. And it's so wonderful to see that everyone not only understands that, but is celebrating that and giving. And it's just so nice. And I'm really happy that this is happening. And the program is not over yet. And the silent auction ends at 8 p.m. Damon, I'll send it to you.
Thank you so much, Jobina. I'll say goodnight to everybody. That silent auction, you heard, it closes at 8 o'clock. Jobina, thank you so much. I think we'll hear some closing remarks. And for everything everybody did, thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you every year, either in person or via Zoom, and celebrate junior achievement.
Hi, my name is Madeline Damien, and in answer to the question, how has JA inspired my tomorrows, I can gladly say that JA has helped guide me to be where I want to be in the future. Before JA, I had absolutely no clue what my possibilities were for my future, but through the amazing opportunities and experiences that I got to experience through JA, I knew exactly where I wanted to be, right in the business world. I was able to completely immerse myself through this, and I even started my own company with a bunch of my fellow high school peers. Thanks, JA!
While today is uncertain, inspiring tomorrows is what Junior Achievement specializes in. And the fact that you took your time to spend with us, to hear our story with grace and delicacy, I cannot even express upon you enough how much it means to our entire organization and the students that will benefit from everything forever. It's incredible. You'll see for decades the amazing people that will come out and support our organization because we touched their lives in the way and manner that we did. So I appreciate your support. Please share our recording after on YouTube. It will be there for you all, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.